do you feel like you're going to keep the date the same? Do you want to have it at the end of the season? Because, you know, as track athletes, we prime ourselves to get ready for the Olympics or World Championships. And then after that, it's kind of like you kind of teeter off when it comes to performance-wise, right? Are you looking for the performance? Or are you looking for the persona of the athletes to be able to kind of take the meet to the next level?
Well, this is where, so let's assume it's basically the same whether it's an Olympic year or not. But yes, especially the case if it's an Olympic year, right? It's a long season in that sense because you've just gone through, you know, you're building up, you're a little kid and you're looking forward to going to the Olympics, and that's a huge drain. Then you have the Diamond League final. And what's been so interesting though, because we were like, hey, what would you think about this happening at the end of the season? And now some of the ladies were like, realistically, you know, I just don't have it I don't have it in me. I'm done. And that's fine. I get it. We'll be back next year. A lot of the ladies were like, great. And part of it was because, now I don't want to take it back to tennis, but you know, the track season's actually short by comparison, right? To be wrapping it up at the end of September and then dusting it off. When does it start up again? March,
outdoor,
April.
It's 2 seasons.
I learned the religious war with indoor and outdoor, but for outdoor, let's say
outdoor usually starts officially like May 1st,
right?
Is usually the start.
So that's, I mean, you're talking to a tennis husband, so like, I'd get used to seeing the sport wind down by like November, like usually around Thanksgiving, and then it starts up again end of December, like basically Christmas. We're on a plane to get ready for the season to start. So one of the things that's been really interesting is for so many of these women, they're not doing indoor, right? And so they're saying, okay, I have this huge gap. Like basically, I have a massive off season where I'm going to be training anyway. And if you're telling me now I have a chance to compete for the largest prize in history on a massive stage at a really fun event, broadcast to the whole world, right? Access was so important, right? Anyone with an internet connection is going to be able to watch Athlos for free. That was really, really important.
That's
right?
good.
I heard that loud and clear from the comments. Okay. And I get that's easy. I live on the internet. So this stuff is, for me, I don't think there's anyone who's spent more time thinking about or building online community than me as the Reddit guy. So like, believe me, the track community has been awesome to take notes from and learn from because they're very vocal. They're very engaged. That was one of the reasons I got excited about the sport, was because of the culture, even the meme culture. Love it. Right. And so, yeah, loud and clear, want it to be accessible. And then you start listing these things out, and all of a sudden the ladies are going, well, you know what? I am in peak fitness right now. And so, like, yes, it means extending the season, but the why is pretty darn compelling, right? I get to keep my profile up. You know, this is the exact time when so many of these stars fall off the media map because the Olympics are over.
Yeah,
I hate that fact. It doesn't, these women are no less amazing just because the Olympics are over. And so if we can do something that extends that period, especially at a time when, you know, from a business standpoint, this is when budgets are getting moved around. Like Q4 is when dollars are flowing. Q4 is when folks are kind of locked in, at least between now and Thanksgiving. And it's actually a really, really great time to capitalize on all that success you had in the Olympics or all the success you had in the Diamond League. And so, again, if enough of the women had said, like, no chance, I'm going, don't do this, I want to shut it down, we would have heard the feedback and chosen something different. But folks seem to really be vibing with it. And then the hope is, you know, now that Athlos exists, we will set a precedent here on Thursday, and you know, women can start baking it into their planning for their season next year.
Absolutely.
And now the exact date could certainly fluctuate. We also have the UN in town and it's climate week. So there's definitely no shortage of things going on. And we're actually, and I'm excited about this, we are going head to head with Thursday Night Football. And not just in, you know, on the internet, but the Giants are actually playing Thursday night against the Cowboys here. Well, technically in New Jersey. Sorry, Giants. I'm a Commanders guy. And so I love the fact that we're actually going to go head to head against Goliath, right? In American sports, the NFL is number one. And that's exactly who I want to go after with Athlos, because my contention is that, you know, the average age of an NFL fan is what, 65, 60? It's a very different demo. Mm-hmm. This sport, track, is such a youthful sport. The audience we are trying to reach is digital native first and foremost. And that's where attention, you have to, and believe me, building Reddit, like you have to fight so hard to get attention online in this digital age. But when you earn it from that audience, it is so, so valuable. You all see this, like anyone who's trying to do storytelling in the digital age, you're just built different from folks who inherited from a world where there were, 3 television networks, and all these traditional leagues were molded in a time where you had not quite a monopoly, but you had a very limited amount of competition. And so there's that great Bane quote, the things no one has ever said. Remember from Batman, where he was like, you
got to do it in the voice.
You say, what was it? You're born in the, I was, oh yeah.
You was born in the,
I was born in the darkness, molded by it. And
he does that pretty good.
And as is a good Bane
He's
impression. And I feel this instinctively. Anyone building in this new generation of storytelling needs to deeply understand. Like you will not be successful unless you deeply understand how to earn every single viewer in a way that the previous generation and incumbent sports and media just don't get. And that is a superpower in a way that's hard to explain, but you kind of know it when you see it. And it's exciting for me. Like I that's the only world I know.